I've dissolved mid. Mid is mid and continued to be mid and was not working. So it no longer exists. The mid building we've bought off of them because they wanted to sell it to us anyway because they couldn't do what they wanted with it because they were head popping in the south side. So we now own that. Johnny is just going to be a Manor member, but he doesn't want to publicly rep because all of the things he does are deeply affected if he is known to be in the Manor. So he's going to continue to not be known. He was the only one in mid anyway who actually put any effort into staying secret. So with him, he's going to be the only person you have to be like this with. He is strictly unknown to the public to be Manor. So anything you do with him, you know, referring to him to anyone, it stays quiet. He wants to be kept secret. That also means, as much as this is weird for me to get used to as well, because it's not really something I'd normally have with my mindset, to ensure that he doesn't get found out, say, for example, he is doing something and he gets robbed. We aren't going to intervene or do anything as the Manor, because as soon as we go and do that, he then gets outed as being in the Manor. They look at him, they see that he owns our properties and stuff like that. He needs to stay hidden. So even if people wrong him, we're not going to be able to get innately involved in Manor gear and go back him. What we might be able to do is, the way he likes doing things is a bit, you know, spy and secretive. So he might say to us, yo, I've got this team of 4 people who are looking for 5k each to go get my get back for me, and we can just fund it or something like that, sound a bit creative with it. But we won't be backing him in a ride out publicly if anything gets done to him. So he's in the Manor. He's just as much a member of all of us, but no one knows that other than if you're in the Manor. That's pretty clear, right?
Yeah.
Alia right now has absolutely no idea what she wants to do. I had a conversation with her basically to see what she wanted and to see if she wanted to go the more gang route. She's kind of in 2 minds of whether she wants to just be doing business stuff and work with us on a business relationship and just not be a part of the gang. And it's just when we need her, we do stuff with her whenever we do. And then there's another part of her who wants to try and go through the hang around process and get to know everyone better and actually become a gang member. She was kind of flustered trying to make a decision on the spot. So I just sent her away and said, think about it. I don't want to answer right now. So currently, as it stands, she is not Manor. She's just working out what she's on. I'll keep you updated to what she's doing. Answer.
What happens to the property?
Which one? The mid building?
The one that's in her name.
Oh, well, as of now, she's still a clean person. Like, we're not cutting ties with her or anything. Yeah, it's just until she's made her mind up, what will happen is, most likely, if she wants to continue doing business and just as a business partner, we'll keep it in her name. If she decides to come through the hang around process and wants to pursue being like more of a member, then we'll take it out of her name and find someone else.
All right, so let's.
And then Solomon right now is a whole complete different conversation. I haven't spoke to him yet about it. I just said that I'm dissolving it to Alia and Johnny and kind of heard out where their heads are at with it. With Solomon, I'm basically going to have a conversation with him, put it to him very straight of, mid's not working. I don't want mid to be a thing no more. What are you trying to do? If he says he wants to be a full-fledged member of the Manor, then I will lay out a very clear set of expectations that we need to be his priority. There's no secret. He does a lot of business with other people, which is completely fine, but he needs to make sure that he's putting us first rather than prioritizing other relationships. Otherwise, it won't work. So I'll update you on that conversation as well. We could see him just becoming a normal member and staying that way without being a mid, or he might, you know, decide he wants to pursue other things. And if he does, he does. So that's the 3 mid members. So I'll keep you updated as to what happens with them. Johnny's the only one that's set in stone currently. And then finally, I had a conversation with Ricky yesterday. I bring sad news to this table, but I can say with about 90% confidence we're going to be losing Ricky within the coming days. He is at a point where he doesn't see anyone with his time zone, and he feels like he is when he's around, most of us are all in bed. There's very few people who are around, and the people who are around are the people he doesn't know as well. And the type of things he likes doing is not the things those people are doing. I said to him that it's a different situation with him because it's a time zone issue and he's just not aligning with the schedule of like the mass of our group. Like, there's never a time where he's around where he gets to see all of us here like this. So if he decides to step away and he wants to go and, you know, find things to do in his own time zone, then to be honest, I think we just send him on his way. And as sad as it is, just, you know, not hold him back. because it will just be. He's currently Manor, but he's not doing stuff with us actively like he is Manor. He's spending a lot of time with other people that are more on his time zone. I'd rather just fucking pull the band-aid off and let him go and end on good terms and let him do what he wants to do, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Poor Ricky, man. I understand him though.
Yeah.
It's a peak one. I'd love him to be around, but also if I was in that position and it's like you're around and there's 3 others who you don't really talk to and it's like you ain't got shit to do in your whole day, then you kind of have to find something else.
Yeah, I feel that.
But outside of that, I don't think there's anything else I needed to say. I just wanted to make sure it's hard to make sure everyone knows everything that's going on because we've got so many people. So I want everyone to be on the same page. As soon as anything changes with Solomon and Alia, I'll let you all know. Anyone got anything to add before we all fuck off?
Wait, why is like Solomon a bit different? Is it just because he like chills with other people and that?
I think Solomon is a bit different is because I with Johnny, he's very. It was a no-brainer with Johnny because he kind of, you know, was getting stuck in with laundromat stuff. He was very on his role, and what I initially had a conversation with him about doing hasn't changed the whole time. With Solomon, he said he wanted to be a more on the Manor member side of things, but I feel like there's not been a massive pivot of how he's been with us since being quote-unquote Manor and before. Like, I feel like he's just kind of...
1 foot in, 1 foot out type thing.
Yeah, so I kind of want to give him the ultimatum of, I need more from you if you want to be a Manor member. If not, it's fine, go do your thing. But a decision needs to be made type shit.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that from the other
Makes
two, so
sense.
that's why it's a bit different with him.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Ultimately, the problem arose of what I kind of figured might happen is that Solomon is... I fuck with Solomon. Solomon's a very useful asset, and he's great. But he does have the want to control situations and to lead, and those lead qualities, right? So it causes tension within the mid stuff, and I think it became what the others felt like it was becoming his thing that they were a part of rather than a thing that we'd made and brought them into. So you just need to see what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Also, Shlomi, nothing's happening about this because this is what led to me sorting out the mid shit. Shlomi head-oned besties with Alia in the car. Shlomi, Jamal started hitting their car with a wrench. Shlomi then shot Jamal, which led to a shootout with the besties. Alia shot forehead. Shlomi shot Jamal, and then I think they got shot down or whatever. But obviously, Shlomi ain't with us. He decided to shoot. Alia is currently our clean person, and we want to keep her secretive until she makes her mind up of what's going on. So nothing's going to be done about it because it's kind of peak as it sounds, like an outside of the Manor issue for the time being. But that is that on that. Anybody else?
Not really, mate.
Oh,
Blonde.
It's coming home. That's it.
Lovely.
Hi, is
Saint.
I'm back.
we may possibly have. Okay, we're gonna do a Manor event this weekend.
That's
This
no Ricky.
Saturday.
What
If
happened?
that works for everybody.
What happened?
Good.
What?
Starting with the 9 months for that, Fishy, man.
That's the whole entire thing. Because I know that you guys are have your thing. You know, your meeting. That's why I'm trying to figure out a time. Because it's either gonna be a trivia or something else that will take longer. But if you guys have a meeting, then I'll just do the trivia then. And that shouldn't take very long. But we can do that like, I don't know, like 3 hours before storm.
Yeah.
Bloody lovely.
Oh, could I just mention, if anyone isn't at 20 rep for Moonshine, we need to work on that. And I think the cops are really like hot on Moonshine now. So we may have to move operation to sewers when I get back into cooking. And yeah, if anyone wants help doing their recipe or whatever,
Probably
because
Eugene.
it's gonna be pretty tricky with the Moonshine shit, just let me know.
No,
Yeah.
some fucking bellend left a still propped up at the spot.
What?
Like,
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's literally
there's
just
a
chilling
still
there right
like
now.
at the spot. There's a
Been there
still
for 2
there.
days.
Can you not destroy it?
Nope.
No, no one can until it
Oh
goes
my
bad or the cops
God.
do.
That's so dumb.
Nice. That sounds like a Eugene type situation.
I don't
Go on,
understand why
Dre.
the fuck you would do that.
Yeah. Few things about like Alia and all that. So wait, I just want to kind of get it to.
Shout.
All right, so with Alia and all that, so is she trying to, like, you don't know, is she trying to be a part of the gang or something like that? Is she's kind of like 50-50?
Why does he sound
Yeah,
like that?
she's like, she wants to do. She told me she wants to do like jobs and stuff, and she wants to
Okay.
explore not being clean and pursuing that. But then she's also not 100% into the idea of being in street life, so she's
Okay.
not really sure of what she wants right now. So when she doesn't
think
know
you've
what she
made
wants,
his
it's
voice
hard
so deep
to
by
really
accident.
offer her anything. I gave her the 2 options and just left it with her.
Dre, you
I
sound
bet.
like Barry White.
I said, thank you. Okay, bet. So I'm I'm just trying to figure out all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'll be honest, I do not see Alia being a part of Manor. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a bug, keep it straight. I just don't see her in that position being like that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's fair
like,
to give her a chance, though. I think with her, I also agree to an extent, but I don't think it's a fair judgment when she's never been tried in criminal life.
Okay.
No, that's fair, but I also think he's probably
Mhm.
all, more on about the things like when we all have our meetings or have done in the past, and she's like stood over there on her own, leaning against the wall while everyone else is in a circle and things like that. You know, I don't think she'd get stuck in, but as you say, it's giving everybody
I do
equal
think that would
opportunity.
be
Maybe
her
girls can
biggest
try, though.
hurdle.
Call me girls.
I
Yeah.
do think her biggest hurdle
Yeah.
would be like the social aspect of it. Yeah.
I don't know though. I feel like some
I think
people,
that- I
once they
think that
get past that
was-
barrier, they thrive. Like Blondie
think
was
that
very
was more because-
distant, but now she's thriving.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
At the time, like she was trying to stay low key as well, so she didn't really want to be seen in the meeting. So
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I do think that's like we should, if she's gonna at least try that life, we should kind of look at her with a fresh start, because going from being just a civilian to then trying to pursue more gang lifestyle, we should like give her a fresh slate with that. If
Yeah,
she's
it's
got
two
it, she's
different
got it. If
things.
she doesn't, she doesn't. You know, might not work. It might. That's why I'd want to put. I wouldn't want to just go, "Hey, you're Manor now." Like I'd want to put her through the exact same process everyone else has to see if it works.
This troll should make me feel better.
She also
Great
did
bit.
just shoot besties, so you never know.
Queen shit.
So like people be using their board and shit like that. Like I put up, like me and Steve talked about the fact like throwing the gang radio and shit on there.
To be
Like, has
fair,
anybody been
I
doing that?
did. I
Wait,
put my
what
name on
board?
there, but
Anyone
nobody
there?
else puts their name on there.
I'm
Bro, I
not
didn't even know
walking
any.
away.
Wait.
Alright,
When was
well,
this
so yeah,
board
we
The
didn't
mentioned?
answer.
board. Okay, so
I
in
didn't know what
the
it was for, but I seen it. I just didn't know
yeah,
what it
so
was for.
that board on before you come out of the house on Grove, that's usually the board that will put our names on there if you are awake. And there should be the first person awake should be making a gang radio, so we're all on it.
Oh, okay.
I know
didn't
radios. I know
I'm coming
radios
on.
are expensive and everything like that, but like it just helps us keep like figure out who's around, so that way we don't leave anybody out.
Yeah,
It saved me the
it's
other
to
day, I'll be
avoid
honest.
the fact. It's to avoid the whole like I didn't know this person wasn't awake or that person awake.
Yeah.
You know, well, why didn't you check Twilight? Like, let's be honest, I don't check that shit like ever. To be honest, because
Yeah, and-
I just don't pay attention to my phone that much.
I'm
And I
also
wish
gonna
with
be
the-
Why do you
completely
sound
honest.
like that?
Are you
Yeah,
ill?
Drake-
It
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like
yeah.
you,
Why do you
Jay.
sound
It
like
sounds
that?
like you.
He's
did that
got a new
voice.
brain, man. Leave him
I
alone.
got a new voice, motherfucker. Goddamn.
What, bro? Low key, I don't know what happened, bro. You hit
Let me
another
Sorry.
stage of puberty overnight.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got a bit of auto tune going on or something.
Bro, do you know what he sounds like? Crackhead Craig. That's what he
I
sounds
didn't
like.
even.
That's wild.
Bro, I
I do
haven't
not
heard
sound like
name
that
in
motherfucker.
so
That's
long.
crazy.
You actually do. You
Just a
actually
little bit,
do.
you know.
Yeah, you
I kind of hear it still.
crackhead Dre.
Crackhead Dre.
Crackhead Dre.
But anyways, that's what I'm trying to get at, like the whole thing, like that, you know. So I talked to
Yeah.
Steve about it. He's gonna try to get that working. So
Yeah, I didn't
Once
even know
that's
that was
all
a thing.
working.
I'm
Yeah, I
guessing
didn't even
that
know
was
Yeah,
that was a
why.
thing.
I didn't
Yeah.
notice the
That's
thing,
why I
but
brought it
Just so
up.
that way, like we all know who's around us, so that way if we go do stuff, then like we can, you know.
I
if they
like
wanna-
that.
Easy.
I can't
Wake
lie.
up.
There's also
Name on the
fact that
whiteboard.
a lot of us don't even go there in the first place. I haven't been there
No,
for like 2
I
months.
haven't been there in months. Yeah.
To be
Fucking
fair,
pop in, mate. See, hello.
with
See
with
the board.
Els and Jay, phone call is your best bet, because I feel like
Yeah.
you two are around most of the time. Is be like you say, you don't go to like the hot spots where people are coming in and out of most of the time. So trying to get Jay or Els, just call them. Always
Yeah.
about.
Pretty much every day, all day.
Yeah, true.
I'll leave it text.
Mm-hmm. Lovely. Le Bosch.
Active.